You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.
Little too short on the hair, but it's fine.
Not at all.
I guess
This
you're
is
doing
a
like
little
to
too-
grow,
move
like to
up.
grow into it, like a little
No, I
baby,
just
like
like
a
it.
5-year-old boy.
That's
You get them
exactly-
like the size up because they grow into it. That's gotta suck being a parent.
You're not even funny. The things you say.
I'm not trying to be funny. Being a parent of a child that's growing, you have to buy new clothes every 6 months. Why would you buy clothes? Why do we do that as a society? We should let kids up until they're 13, prepubescent, they should be able to just walk around naked because you have to give them new clothes every.
Yes, that's a great topic. We should spend a whole hour talking about that. And you're so right, idiot. I raise a moron. Who even comes up with that? That thought process shouldn't even be in your mind.
When I was, this is kind of related a
seriously, you know
little
what I'm saying?
bit.
Just because you have full wool bodysuit,
I
on
already
already.
have, it would, right, if I was out without a shirt, people wouldn't know.
Well,
because
they'd
it's
see
all
those
covered
big
in hair.
pink nipples.
They would. My nipples look so extra pink because my hair's so dark around them.
Why do you?
You're the one that's called my nipples pink.
But you should leave it alone at that point. You don't bolster the position. You're an idiot.
No,
I love you. Stop. Just stop. Sell yourself.
It's like
don't not sell yourself.
That is me selling myself.
No.
I want to find a girl who likes my nipples for how they are. Yeah, it's part of me. Good one. What are you doing? Oh, and I'm the one that doesn't know it. Took you 6 tries.
Of course, the last one. That's why I don't gamble. It was literally the last one.
Took you 6 tries. That reminded me when I was in China. By the way, you should never go to China ever. I'm not saying you as in the person listening. I'm saying you as in dad.
I have no desire so far.
You would hate it.
Hated it.
I was there for a month, and I remember my first day. We arrive in Beijing. First of all, you can't see more than 5 feet in front of you because the air is such bad quality. It's like yellow haze everywhere.
I was going to say a bunch of little Asian people in front of you. That's why.
No, you could see over them. I was like super tall for everyone.
Wow, that's shocking.
We're walking around Beijing, going to we're in like Tiananmen Square and Forbidden City and whatever, and we're walking around. I was maybe in the country.
You went to the Forbidden City.
I was maybe in the country for an hour.
Did you see Indiana Jones?
And I'm walking on the street, and this 4-year-old, 5-year-old boy.
Let me take
in
a guess.
front of
just
me.
takes a dump right in the middle of the street.
Yeah, thanks for.
Yeah, see that? Sorry.
Cool.
Good.
Cool.
Go ahead.
No, he squats down right in front of me and just starts shitting.
Fucking
and then gets up
disgusting.
and keeps walking.
Disgusting.
And then I started to notice that all the kids there they were wearing shorts or pants, and there was they cut a hole in the front where their front parts were and a back where their back parts were, so that they could squat down whenever they want and just go to the bathroom.
Fucking disgusting.
It's because they couldn't afford diapers. It wasn't worth the money. They just could poop on the street like an animal.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, you would hate it there.
That's disgusting.
It was such culture shock.
I would take my baby and rub his face in it so it doesn't do that again.
No, it's not that.
I'm teasing you. I'm joking.
Everyone tells it. And I also remember that same day being we were like in the park, walking through the main park in Beijing to go to like lunch or something. And I was.
Do you go and get Chinese food there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember noticing.
Wait, do you only eat on Sunday nights?
We only eat on Jewish holidays.
Right, Sunday night, Jewish holiday. You know?
I remember noticing that if there was a family playing in the park, you'd see that the parents would only be playing with the boy, their son, and not their daughter. Like I witnessed it multiple times. The daughter would be like sitting off to the side, playing in the dirt, while both parents were like throwing a ball with the boy or throwing frisbee because they totally neglect their daughter. They don't want daughters.
Instinctively.
It's a cultural thing. Their daughters aren't important to them like their sons are. It was wild to see. Both of those things happened on the first day I was there, and I was like, I'm in a different world. Like I literally,
Wow.
I thought
See how good you
very
have
out
it?
of place.
See how good you have it?
Yeah,
you could squat and only have to shit outside in our backyard, not in the
I
public.
know.
Wow.
Crazy shit.
So, give a quick shout out to Stacy.
A quick out.
Shout out Stacy. We had who's a new Patreon member.
She is.
And she just got married.
Yes.
Yesterday.
Congrats.
And we went ahead and we FaceTimed
We
her
just got off a FaceTime with her
to wish her a happy congratulations on the wedding day.
Yes.
And it was nice welcoming her to the Patreon family.
She
member.
started a new family with her, and she's now part of our family.
Exactly right. Perfect.
Yeah.
So win-win across the circle of life.
Yes. When this episode comes out, I will be in London Jolly old England. Pip pip cheerio, bruv.
Wow. I don't. Very few times in life am I speechless. Wow.
When I pressed record on this, I was like, you know what? Should I go with the British accent in this episode? Yeah, fuck it, I'm going to do it.
The whole thing.
No, just to give you a little taste of where I'm going to be.
I've been to fucking London many times.
Oh, me too, mate. That's Australian going into Australia. It's slipping in a little bit.
Do your Indian accent.
No. A white person can only do white accents, which is so funny how that, like, if I do Jamaican, it's
crazy,
racist.
man.
But if I do a white Jamaican accent, not racist.
What's the white Jamaican accent?
It's still the same Jamaican accent. But like Bryce's ex-girlfriend was from Jamaica and spoke with a Jamaican accent, but she was white. So if I mimic her accent,
really
not
white?
racist. If I mimic a black Jamaican's accent, racist. But it's the same thing.
I don't think it's racist.
It is.
It's not.
In
Because
like
you
the
can make
world
fun of
stage.
Okay, fuck the world stages. People make fun of accents all the time.
But isn't that so funny? Like I could make fun of a Russian accent, but I can't make fun of a Chinese accent.
Of course you can.
I'm talking about in like the sensitivities of our society. Of course I can.
Okay, I don't mean literally. I'm saying fuck the sensitivities.
But like if you do an Indian accent, people are like, whoa, why
What are you talking about? I don't understand what you're talking about.
People like in LA would cringe at you doing that.
People
But
in LA
if you did, if you were
either.
like, my name is Vladimir Putin, people would not. People would be like, okay,
you're right. You're right.
They wouldn't even bat an eye.
But if they cringe, that's their own problem.
I'm just saying,
It's all done teasing. I make fun of Jewish accents. What are you talking about? Oh my God, you should never know.
And it's not even making fun of. When you're mimicking something, it's not making fun of. It's just,
but we're doing it in a light, airy way.
yeah.
Part of it.
I'm just saying something with an Indian accent isn't saying like Indians suck. It's like the way they say words.
It's like when
different.
It's like when I call American Express. Like, hello there, my name is Thomas. How may I help you?
Yeah.
Thomas, is your real name Patel? No, my name is
Patel's the last name.
I know, I'm joking. My name is Thomas. So listen, Thomas, I am I calling India? No, you're calling the Philippines. You know.
No, you're calling Akron, Ohio.
Right. Oh man.
Oh, really? You're in Akron, Ohio.
Then I'm like Thomas. Listen, no offense. I like to speak. Somebody's primary language is English. Please put a manager on. Okay, one moment, please. Come back. Hello there. My name is Thomas number 2. How can I help you? I'm the manager.
You lost the joke.
Really? All right. No problem. So am I racist by making that voice? So all you people in California cringe. Cringe now, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right.
So that's that. I'll be across the pond. I can't stop doing it.
You're an idiot. And you laugh at yourself.
I'm laughing because you're like, I'm only doing it because it's funny. Like, your reaction.
I promise you it's not
funny. It's funny because you're just like, you're a moron. And that's funny to me.
Okay, but I love you. You're not a moron, but it's not funny.
To me, it is. And as you say, it's all that matters is what I think.
You're going to, and I don't sound like that, you're going to Muslim land. London's all Muslims. It's not white people. They're more brown, right? Is that right?
Well, Muslim is a religion. You can be a white and Muslim. You mean Arab or Muslim? Do you mean the religion specifically, or most of the people? There are black people who are Muslims. There are white people who are Muslims.
That's true.
There are Chinese. There are a lot of Asian people who are Muslims.
That's true.
A lot.
I stand corrected.
Yeah. So what do you mean when you say Muslim? Do you mean Arab?
A lot of,
or do you mean the religion of Muslim?
A lot of Middle Eastern.
Because I think of it the other way. I think the religion is the thing that's dangerous, not the people.
That's true.
There are a lot of Arab people that are awesome.
Okay, all joking. Listen, I'm joking. I don't really care about Muslim or not. But
I think that's an important distinction.
I loved going to that wedding I went to. A good friends of ours, and we had a.
They were Pakistani and they were Muslim.
Yes, and it would so I don't care about that. That doesn't bother me. I think it's the toxic component of that religious aspect.
There are problems in every religion.
That's true.
But there are definitely a lot of problems in the Islamic religion.
I really enjoyed that wedding and the people, and it was a lot of fun. So I don't care.
And then like people who are Sikh is more like Indian, but like Sikhs we love. Yeah, we have a lot of friends who are Sikh.
Yeah, it's great,
and they're great
and a great culture.
And a lot of people mistake them for being Muslim, but they're a completely different religion.
Culture.
Oh my God,
working ethic, family.
The nicest Sikhs. It's part of their culture and their religion to accept like anyone in a time of need. So this is a thing for anyone who's listening. If you ever find yourself in need of food, in need of shelter, or in need of like emergency thing, you get lost somewhere, whatever. If you can find a Sikh temple in your area, they will help you with whatever you need. No questions asked. You don't need to be Sikh.
How nice is that?
That's the main core tenet of their religion.
How nice is that?
And so that trickles down. If you grow up constantly being taught by your parents, you need to help everyone. You are here to help the world, whatever. You grow up being a nice person. And every Sikh I know, super nice.
What was the kid?
Shout out Ajay Singh, my boy.
What's the kid's name? Who I took martial
Adi Raj. He was Sikh.
Adi Raj, I like him.
Yeah.
Great kid. I'm gonna text him after to see how he's doing. Hey,
very good
nice
people.
family. Hey, the League of Extraordinary Men. That guy was Sikh, wasn't he? The guy with the knife.
Yeah, I don't remember specifically, but he had the turban.
They teach that shit.
Yeah,
they all carry that knife.
They carry a knife on them, and that's cultural.
Adi Raj.
That's cultural in their tradition. I think, like, you know how Jewish boys, when we turn 13, were given
Adi
a
Raj,
Torah.
I got it.
Sikh men, when they turn a certain age, they're given a sword. That's way cooler.
I love that. That's great.
So yeah, when you say Muslim, you don't mean all Muslims, but I know what you mean. You should read the book.
I'm not reading the book.
I haven't read it yet, but there's from Douglas Murray, who's a great. Remember we listened to him. He was the gay guy, but British, very conservative, who went on Joe Rogan. He was talking about transgender issues and how. Right? Yep. Remember him? He wrote a book called The Strange Death of Europe, and it's about the Islamic immigration into Europe and how it's
big time in Europe,
tearing down the culture
big time in Europe.
of what Europe's been for 1,000 years. Yep. Is completely changing, and the people are completely changing because this wave of immigration.
The whole city, the whole country,
continent,
Europe, yeah,
the continent,
big time, big time.
Yeah, you should check the book out.
In London.
I haven't read it, so I can't vouch for it. But
I can't find a time, honestly. I don't have fucking time.
Yeah. Speaking of people moving, there's a good segue. Guess who moved into the neighborhood that next to where we used to live, and could have been our neighbor. Would have been if we still lived there.
And they live in
Field. Someone just moved into Fieldbrook.
Oh,
who is your favorite musical artist of my generation, like young?
Oh,
Bad Baby. She just bought a house in Fieldbrook.
Gucci flip flops? Seriously?
Yep. AJ texted me. AJ texted me
the week. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, cash me outside. Bad Baby buys Boca Raton area mansion from an NFL player. She bought Jean Pierre Paul's house in Fieldbrook Circle East. Yep.
Look at her. Let me see her.
That's the house she bought.
You got to look it up. I got to see which house.
I don't have the exact address, but Bryce knew. When I showed him, he was like, "Oh yeah, JPP's house." I was like, "I don't know what the fuck that means."
She bought the fucking house. What else did it say?
It sold for $6.1 million.
Get the fuck out, Philbrook. The prices are going crazy.
$6.1 million to a trust with her mom as the trustee. Bergoli, known as Bad Baby, wrote in. Yeah. So yep. She could have
find out the address. I can see which house it is.
But Bryce knows.
I would have rang the
Bryce
doorbell.
knows what the
I would have rang the doorbell.
And in November, Bad Baby's manager, Adam Kluger, picked up a waterfront Miami Beach home for $9.5 million. That's good.
That's the manager. So you know what money she's fucking making?
Oh, yeah.
If that's the manager's cut?
Well, no. Who knows? He probably manages dozens of other people.
Right.
But I just saw that news article. I was like, we could have... Imagine if we lived over the fence.
Yeah. Bad Baby. We bring her cheesecake.
Could have had Gucci flip-flop parties.
We would have brought her cheesecake and said, welcome to the family.
Why cheesecake?
Or sugar. Anything we can help you out, neighbor? That's what you do, neighbor. You bring a cake over or something.
That would be sick.
Oh, my God. I got to see which house
we missed it by like 3 years. Bryce knows which one.
The prices have gone that high in that neighborhood.
$6 million for a house in Fieldbrook? Crazy. I mean, our old house was listed. I'm not going to say the price, but it went up to that, which is insane.
Crazy.
Yeah. What the, like, where is, I don't understand how it can keep going. It can't, is the answer. It can't. What, a house in Fieldbrook is going to be $10 million in 3 years? No, there's no way. That's impossible. Unless our dollar is just not as valuable, which it isn't. Our dollar now is not. I saw this actually. I saw another article today.
Fucking Gucci flip flops.
Yeah, I saw another article today that said that new teachers that were hired in public education in the year 2021 are making 30% less than they did 10 years ago, even adjusted for inflation.
Teachers.
Yeah. So it's like, what the fuck are we doing?
Well, and why would anybody want to be teaching? You get the bottom of the barrel.
I know. Well, that's a huge problem.
The things that are important, the protection, the education, they get paid shit. Nurses, You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. The important
Yet
jobs.
the government officials that make the rules are the ones that are making $250 grand a year.
And then they're hiring their friends and relatives, like the guy,
Of
like the
course.
mayor from New York, who hires his brother for security.
Of course. Or every staffer in a congressperson's office
so
is all
corrupt.
deals. It's
all
I'm
corrupt.
going to help so-and-so's nephew and hire him
all
because
bullshit.
then when I need his vote on my thing, I can say, hey, I gave your nephew a job.
No checks and balances.
No, it's absurd. But then the real people that are actually built, like holding this country up, and the real workers who are government workers are the ones who are getting the shit.
Teachers, police officers, and like nurses should get paid a lot of money. I think teachers' salaries should start at 75 grand. Should start.
Yeah, think how much better our whole society would be.
Start.
It would be the opposite of trickle down. Like trickle up effects would be insane.
You would have so many. You would have more people want to become teachers that we'd have jobs for.
I would have been more incentivized to be a teacher.
So therefore, you'd be able to choose the best.
Right. And then think about if you're educating the next generation of Americans with the best.
They're going to be educated
Think about
better.
how good our country will be in 30 years.
No, but don't you understand? We want to dumb people down.
Yes,
we
totally.
want to work less and not be as smart.
Also,
like
the
what
problem.
Kim Kardashian said, "Get off your ass and work, bitch." Basically,
Yeah.
right. And she got
Canceled.
well, not canceled.
No, she got flack. I was listening to
Affleck.
someone talking about this, but basically it's a huge problem. It's a flaw in the system of our government because it changed. The turnover rate is so fast, right? Every 4 years there's a new president. Every 2 years there's new Congress. Every other 2 years there's new
You
Senate.
can't get anything done.
That if you have 4 years, one of those is the last year is you're just focusing on getting reelected, right? So the last year doesn't count. You have 3 years where you can actually try to do shit. Government doesn't work that fast. Like it takes a year and a half to get one bill through office. So it's like you can barely get anything done. And then the whole time also, you're so worried about making sure that you get reelected next time for like your job security that you're only doing things that you know will keep you there.
But
The problem is then-
would you want someone there 8 years minimum?
right,
Then he
it's-
got fucking stuck with Biden.
It's a balancing act. But like the thing with like China they can look long term, right? Someone who's in power can put in a program that will take 20 years to develop and show value or return on investment, if you will, right? So like if we pay a whole new generation of teachers $100 grand, we won't see the fruits of that work for at least 10 years.
Fine.
More, right? Because we won't know until those kids started in kindergarten to entering the workforce how much better they were equipped. In a place like China, you can run experiments like that, and you can see because you have the same 5 people in power over 50 years. So they can do all these things. We have 4 years, so nothing gets done. Obviously, we live in a better system. I'm just saying, like, that's why China has become so powerful, is because they don't care about day to day. They're looking at decades where we look at weeks.
Right.
That's a huge difference.
And the other thing is also what we do, because Americans are a joke in this regard, is that no matter how good the implementation, let's say like the borders that Trump was doing, just because a new officer comes
They just get rid of it.
They get rid of it or anything. And
Obamacare was $800 million
God.
to develop the website. The
That much
next
to
year,
develop a website?
Yeah, literally, yeah.
wait, a website.
I know. That's a whole other story, but that was a story 10 years ago.
A website.
Yeah, you don't know about that? It was literally $800 million to get the Obamacare website done.
There's a lot of kickbacks in that.
Of course.
$800 million for a website.
But they spent all that
A
money
website.
and put all this infrastructure in for Obamacare, and then Trump wins, and Obamacare's gone. So it's like, that's so bad. That's
You
so...
could have done it for $5 grand.
I mean, obviously, there's much more to the website. If every single person in America is doing medical insurance on it,
not 800.
it's not $5 grand. But yes, I agree. It could have been $100 grand.
You said 800. How much?
800 million.
Million. I would say $1 million.
Wait,
Too high.
let me just.
Would you say
I might
million's
be
too much?
wrong. Obamacare website cost. Okay, this website says. Oh, here. This is from Bloomberg. $2 billion from Bloomberg. So it's not like Fox News trying to shit on Obama. Obamacare, this is from 2014. Obamacare website costs exceed $2 billion. So I was even way lowballing at 800 mil.
Okay, there's so much corruption. Why are they not going to jail?
Here's from Atlantic the month before. Obamacare website has cost $840 million. But then 2 months later, it says study finds Obamacare exceeded $2
Why
billion.
is someone not going to jail?
Right? But then the problem, so we spent that $2 billion. If that was a permanent thing that was in place for 30 years, that would be worthwhile, right? Because then it's like generations of Americans will be able to use this website.
How about putting that $2 billion in education?
Of course. But then the problem is that we spent that $2 billion and then 2 years later, gone.
Yeah,
Obamacare completely rolled back.
It's not their money.
It's just, that's so problematic.
When you have skin in the game, it's a different thing. When it's not your fucking money, you don't care.
That's like, you can see the merits behind being a dictator, because if you can invest in a project that will take 50 years, but it doesn't matter to you because you don't need to. You're not worried about.
I know, but the wrong dictator's a problem.
Of course, and then they can invest in things that the people are like, we don't want this, but they're like, it doesn't matter. You know, like social credit scores and stuff. Yeah. Obviously, there's pros and cons, and we live in a better system than that. But of course, our system has flaws as well, and it's worth talking about them at least.
A website.
Yeah. I can't believe you don't know that story. That was like a big story 10 years ago.
A website.
It's almost 8 years ago now.
A website.
Yeah.
Billions.
Yeah, not $1 billion.
Which is still a ripoff.
$2 billion.
I was annoyed at $888 million.
The crazy thing too is we sent this aid package to Ukraine last week for $13.7 billion.
Where is it all coming from?
Dad, exactly. That was so.
It's just numbers.
During the pandemic, we couldn't. The government said we can't afford to do more than 2 payments of $2,000 to the people in a time where we're forcing all your businesses to close. We can't afford to do it. It's not going to happen. And they were back and forth, right? It was months of deliberation on both sides. And finally, we were able to get 2 stimulus checks. But within 1 week, no deliberation, no asking the people, no nothing. They come up with $13.7 billion.
How is that even possible?
Let me find out the exact number.
How is that even possible?
Ukraine aid.
I think we should give that to our homeless people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 13.6. This is from CNN 8 days ago. Here's what's in the $13.6 billion Ukraine aid package.
What are you going to do with it?
Of course.
Street cleaners?
Sure. Does Ukraine need money? Yes. My worry is when one day they say we have no money to fix roads, but then the next day they said,
correct,
here's $13 billion. But it's like, where is that coming from?
Where does it, not only where is it coming from, where's it going? And what's being used for? Where is it going?
No,
someone's
here's
bank
another
account?
thing
Wait,
too.
in someone's bank account?
Some of it probably. So I'm sure some of it is going to good use and they might need it. Another thing is that the bill was over, I don't remember the exact things of this. Here. The bill was 2,741 pages.
Oh, stop. Who's reading that?
No one did. You know why? Because they didn't have time. I want to get the exact things here.
So why isn't someone suing the government?
The amount of money the legislation includes for Ukraine increased during last-minute negotiations, growing from the $10 billion the White House asked. I want to find... There was a thing where all these congressmen were tweeting. They were like, we were given this bill 7 hours before we're voting on it. How is it possible for me to read 2,741 pages?
I got a stupid question.
That's our money, people. That's our money.
I got a stupid question. How is it that... I'm just thinking from a legal standpoint. If I'm a taxpayer, and that's part of my money, right? Part of my money.
100%.
Can I file a class action lawsuit against the government?
The thing that
I know there's sovereign immunity and whatever,
but also the thing is, the government just does what they want to when they really want to. We saw it in COVID. We see it time and time again. They've done it forever. We just never were aware. The government has no right to tell your private business that you can shut down, but they did. There's no legal...
No, but if you sue the government... If you sue the government and you ask for a jury, if you have a cause, I don't know if you have a cause of action, but why not get a class action suit against the government?
But that's
all taxpayers' money,
right? But the way our government is set up is said we choose people and they go do the work, and we have no say what they do.
But there's the people you choose. They have a fiduciary to you because they're chosen to do what's best for the
right. But then they won't get elected again if we don't like them.
No, but there's a breach of fiduciary duty. There's damages.
I know, but the thing is, our government is obviously.
I'm going to make a fucking note of this. That's an interesting thing. That's a very interesting point to bring up. Seriously.
It's just crazy that like this is so much of our money and it was passed within a couple of days. We had no fucking idea what was going to happen and we had no say.
I'm sending myself an email. Class action.
The government abides by the laws when it needs to, and when it doesn't, when the laws don't work for them, they ignore them. Time and time again, they just ignore them. So it doesn't matter. The Constitution is the Constitution when it's on their side. When it's not, it doesn't exist.
Okay, so this is taxpayer money. Taxpayer money for Ukraine.
It says here, I mean, I'll just quickly. It says 6.5 billion of it is going to military aid, roughly half. It will go to the. It's not even going to Ukraine, Dad. This is from CNN too. 6.5 billion, roughly half of the aid package, will go to the U.S. Department of Defense, so it can deploy troops to the region and send defensive equipment to Ukraine. It's not even going to Ukraine. It's going to the U.S. military, and then the U.S. military, who knows where it can go from there, right?
Hopefully. Right.
Which the U.S. military is the number. They already have the biggest budget in the government. I think 37 or something % of the federal budget goes right to the Defense Department. So they need $6 billion more. More than $4 billion will go to humanitarian support for refugees fleeing Ukraine and displaced within Ukraine.
They'll never see it. You know that.
Of course. Like, what does that even mean?
$8 a person?
Yeah, and it's also
they're never going to see it.
And it's also like all those people are already going to other, like they're all in
They'll
Poland.
never
So
see it. They
where is
will
this money
never
going?
see it, guaranteed. It's a crock of shit.
It says here the package will provide $1.8 billion to help respond to the economic needs in Ukraine and neighboring countries, such as cybersecurity and energy issues. $25 million will go to the U.S. Agency for Global Media, an independent federal agency to combat disinformation and news broadcasts abroad.
Please.
You fucking kidding me? $120 million will go to help support local Ukrainian activists and journalists to promote accountability for Russian human rights violations.
Where is
that one
I
sounds.
know, but where is it even going?
Right, but like, is it going to a journalist
No,
who's
where
there?
is it going? Buy paper and pen? Where is it going?
Yeah, who knows? It's crazy. It's crazy.
It was just like you said.
Sorry, go on.
No, I'm trying to think. That New York, who was the
government? De Blasio's wife had the $600 million
where no one knows where to
fund where they're missing like half of it.
Could
they
you
don't
imagine?
know where it is. Yeah,
no, it's
unaccounted
fucking
for.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This also is the worst part. The government spending bills, they always tack on things. They slip things in to get through. Like this says, what else is tied to the spending package? Don't tie anything. If you're passing a spending package, just do that. It says here.
Oh my God.
It calls for 700. This is the omnibus that they're talking about. We already talked about that earlier. There's a 6.7 increase in non-defense spending over last year, the largest jump in over 4 years. There's also a 5.6 increase in defense spending. So the government, where we have massive inflation, we just raised our debt ceiling. Our government has trillions of dollars in debt. Our country is on the brink of a recession, and the government decides to increase 7% the non-defense spending and 6% the defense spending, the highest price increase in over 4 years. What are they thinking?
Well, it's so crowded. I bet it's not even getting to these places. It's going to the people's pocket. I'm telling you right now.
It says House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
Can you forward this article to me?
Yeah.
Email it to me.
Okay. I don't know how we got on that, but that's
how did we get on anything?
I don't know.
Send me that article.
I will. You want to talk about something?
You're gonna forget.
I have it right here. I'll send it to you.
Go ahead.
You want me to take a second to email you right now?
You can do both
in the middle of the show. Fine. I'll email it to you right now.
Thank you, Bronny. That wasn't.
You're not going to fill the space?
What am I going to fill the space with?
I don't know. You're making me do this.
How long does it take you to do that?
Ukraine tax money.
There you go. Whatever you call it. Done? Done. Beautiful. We're back now.
We never left.
My God.
There's like this other political thing, but we just talked about politics for a while.
Politics
so
exhausts
let's talk about something crazy.
Doesn't it exhaust you, politics?
Yes.
Because it's so fucking moronic.
It definitely is exhausting. And the worst part is it's discouraging because it's like they're so moronic and there's nothing we can really do about it. They just pass this $13 billion thing. It's like,
I'm aggravated.
The fuck are we going to do about that?
Aggravated.
The money's already gone. What are like
if it's even gone?
Yeah, but like, what if everyone in America was like, no, we don't want that. Sucks. We can't. There's no. It's happened. Like that's so annoying. And I guess what you do is you don't vote the people back in who did it, but no one gives a shit anyway.
Too. The other one sucks.
Yeah, of course, everyone sucks.
They're all the same shit. I don't care what your political views are. They all suck.
Yeah. So this is like a hard turn, but it's cool news. It's cool news, and it's a story that I've been following for years, and it's finally like developed again. It was a thing like 5 years ago, and then there's new developments in it. So I thought I'd bring it up, and it's not a story that most people know. And it's cool. So you know the rapper Akon, right?
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah. Smack that right on the floor.
Yeah, but he sings it better than you. But yeah, and he's a good dancer.
Yeah.
Him and Usher's a very good dancer.
Usher's a great dancer.
Yeah.
Akon, like,
Which stands is a name for
a convict.
Right.
But it's like he starts at each song, convict.
Hey.
Or he goes, convict music. That's how he starts a song. I got to play a quick snippet of an Akon song because the dude rocks. And
he's very good.
And he's been out of the, like, when's
He's
the last
on my
time
Spotify.
Yeah. When's the last time you've heard of Akon? You know, he used to be on the radio all the time.
And I like
he used to be
Ludacris. I
relevant.
like Ludacris too.
Yeah, Luda's good. Luda's still relevant. Luda. That's what everyone calls him. Dude, Dad. Nice. Akon has so many good songs now that I'm looking through this. Like, Smack That. Lonely, Don't Matter, Right Now. Those are all good songs.
He's good.
Let's see. What have we got? So he's going to go, convict, Akon. Oh, no. Akon. Okay, so this is another great one. See Convict again. Remember this one? Nobody wanna see us together. Right, okay, so that's Akon. Many people.
Isn't he doing something with Bitcoin?
Yes. Yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about.
He's big with Bitcoin.
Oh, that's the tip of the iceberg.
But big time with that, like low key big time,
like very high key big time. That's what we're going to talk about. So a couple of years ago, Akon, who's from, where is he from? He's from Senegal. He released this plan to build a city in Senegal, like where he's from, a city of the future called Akon City, and it's going to be run on Bitcoin, and it's going to be this huge hub of innovation. And
Where's
he's a
Senegal?
rapper. Senegal's in Africa. Okay. He's a rapper who all of a sudden gave up rapping, moved back to Africa, and is like, I'm going to be like the next Elon Musk. I'm going to be the man of the future. And the crazy thing is he's doing it. So like 5 years ago, he announced that he was wanting to build that city in Senegal, and they're building it. So this is from, this says, Akon, the pop star behind hits like Smack That, is masterminding a $6 billion smart city in Senegal, where life will be funded by Akon, which is his version of Bitcoin. And the dude is going on all this crazy shit. And so this was a couple of years ago that he announced that he was doing it in Senegal. Let's see what it says. We plan to literally franchise the city, he told TMZ in August. The 2,000-acre waterfront oasis is being designed to serve as a hub for business and tourism, and the renderings are the stuff of science fiction. That's a picture of the city, a rendering of it that he's planning on building. It looks like from a
piece of art.
Yeah, like from a sci-fi movie. It says here, we can go to the official website. It depicts a futuristic metropolis filled with gleaming, twisting skyscrapers and palm trees. There are plans for residents to be able to use Akon to pay for the tram, utilities, business licenses, and their taxes. Here's the website.
True, but it's still Africa.
Akon City. Well, by the way, Africa is like booming more. Africa's booming more than US is booming in terms of their GDP going up percentage-wise.
Well, because they had nothing.
Yeah, but they're like on track to become a real, especially like Nigeria, Rwanda, Nairobi, like these countries.
Is that where Black Panther's from?
Wakanda.
Wakanda.
These countries are really like changing their shit.
Good.
It's really good. And mainly just because there's this huge influx of money coming in. On the one hand,
a lot of
all the money. Well, on the one hand, all the money's coming in from China. So China calls Africa their Silk Road. So like, there's like the Gold Road and all. So Africa has all the main deposits in the world of lithium, which goes into every single battery. So like your Tesla runs on lithium, and there's only a finite amount of lithium in the world, and it's not cheap, and it takes a lot to mine. All those mines are in Africa. So these African governments are finally becoming like smart enough and realizing that they have a real commodity here. And so China is investing billions and billions into Africa. They're building roads throughout the continent. They're connecting all these cities. And we're, meaning America, going to be fucked. Because in 15 years, when we're out of lithium and China owns it all and says, sorry, no more electric cars for you guys. No more computer batteries. No more. We'll have to either buy it from China at a premium, or if we're in a war with them, like we're sanctioning off Russia. If we're in a war with China, they'll just say, sorry, no more batteries. Our whole world runs on lithium. So that's a very scary thought. But the fact that all this Chinese money is coming into Africa is making Africa really booming. So this is Akon City, and well, that looks like a dildo.
That is
vibrator.
Looks like the rabbit, right?
Yeah, that looks like a vibrator.
Purpose that.
Here's a video. Let's just see what this is. Okay,
there's water in Africa.
Senegal's on the coast.
Okay.
Okay, it's not really. This is not really showing.
Oh man, let's see. But you're at the beginning. Oh man.
Making each building breathe life. Dancing to celebrate future at Akon. Plan for Africa, and then like America, we're literally abandoning cities because we can't support them. Literally, there are American cities that are huge and were titans of industry
African
that
village.
we've abandoned because we can't support it, and that's every single state, right? Like think about Detroit, Camden, New Jersey, Gary, Indiana,
Newark.
Flint, These are like third world cities.
Will is they already start construction?
I believe they have. And so the thing that I saw in the news the other day, that is why I wanted to talk about it, is that Uganda now, which is a whole other country, is now in talks with Akon to build another one in Uganda, to build a second Akon city.
And it's saying hasn't built one site yet, but they will.
Yeah, so this is from Washington Post. This was a couple weeks ago. Akon hasn't even built his first futuristic city yet, but Uganda is giving him land for a second. R&B artist Akon is yet to come anywhere close to realizing his ambitious vision of a city powered by cryptocurrency. But that isn't stopping the smack that singer, this time in Uganda. The East African nation has agreed to identify a place suitable in Uganda that is not less than 1 square mile, which will be made available to him and his team.
That's nothing.
Yeah, 1 square mile.
That's nothing.
Akon will be in charge of attracting investment and managing the project, and will consult with the Ugandan government to come up with a theme.
This is a great idea, but who knows what's going to happen.
I know, but I wish it does. I just think that that's so cool that like
I think it'd be cool to go visit that.
Yeah, I just think it's awesome that there's this rapper
Akon
who has gone back home to his country and is like, I'm gonna actually. He's like dreaming of the future.
What's his net worth? He made a lot in Bitcoin. I know he's involved in Bitcoin. I don't understand the whole Bitcoin thing.
This says 80 million. Yeah, roughly 80 million. All these are saying, but
That's
these are
not
also
that much.
these are also so wrong always.
Yeah.
I just think that that's a great story that he's like trying to invest in a city of the future.
Different. Listen, gotta respect.
And he's looking to the future.
He's a businessman.
Yeah, but like so many like America, I feel like we're so stuck in the past of the present. We don't look to the future.
No, we never look to the future.
Like think about even just like the fact that he's like, we're gonna all the public things will be run through cryptocurrency, not cash. That's so the future.
You
even
really
if it's good or
you
bad.
think that's the future?
100%. Of course it is.
So cash is gonna be gone.
Yeah. It'll all be
Then why
blockchain.
Then why aren't you buying any of that currency?
Because I don't like it. But it's the future. I'm aware of that for sure. Or like the biggest problem in this country, which no one's fucking talking about. And
human trafficking.
No.
Drugs.
No.
Alcoholism.
Nope.
Debt.
Nope.
Gambling.
Because see, all those things you just named will become even worse when my problem comes.
What's that?
Automation. In 10 years, half of America will be out of a job.
That's right. I already see that. I go to Walgreens or CVS. They won't even have people to register anymore.
Yeah.
They don't have that.
Right. So when
Home Depot?
No. Like half of America, literally by 2050, will be out of a job, and the job will never be able to happen ever again.
But nobody
New
wants
jobs?
to,
No.
No. Nobody wants to work now.
I know.
So can you blame the companies? You can't. If nobody wants to fill these jobs now, why wouldn't they go automated?
Good point.
You can't get employees. The employees don't want to fucking work. I don't know what they're doing because they need income. But every industry you talk to, every employer I talk to,
true.
They can't get employees. I can't get employees. I need more employees. So think about it. So what CVS can do? They're going to try to hire someone $15 an hour or $20. They can't get
or
it.
Just put in a kiosk.
Of course, and put one person to man a kiosk.
Yeah. The biggest issue with that, and which is going to be the soonest one, is the trucking industry. They say within 10 years, because we already have self-driving cars and they already are developing self-driving trucks, They say within 10
That will
years,
never happen.
100%. There are already self-driving trucks on the road. Tractor trailers, 18-wheelers that are self-driving. They're already
Nobody's
on the road.
in those cars.
Correct. They'll drive highway to highway, and then someone has to get in them when they get into like a port or a city, and then maneuver them into to where they're going to drop the shit off. But
I can't see the liability in the lawsuit. Says no fucking way.
they say within 10 years,
I don't believe it.
all the truckers will be out of a job.
So what happens to all the truck stops with the glory holes?
Well,
Are those automated too?
I mean, for the serious note on that, when you think of truckers going away, you think of just the truckers, where I think there's like 3.5 million truckers in America. You don't think about there are whole towns, whole industries,
There's
whole
holes in
whole
bathroom.
holes
There's holes in partitions of bathroom.
that revolve around truckers. So if truckers go away, there are going to be towns in America that completely go away.
Fair enough.
Diners, gas stations.
But wait. When one
hotels.
When one door closes, motels. When one door closes, another opens.
What door will open to a 57-year-old trucker who's not out of a job?
What about
what door?
I don't know, but what about the travel agency industry went belly up when you had the internet and the whole new industry opened up?
No. What new industry? There's no new travel industry. It's 4 websites. That's it. And barely anyone works for them. All those people who used to be travel agents had to find another job. But think about it. If we have 3 million middle-aged men who can't do anything else because they're unskilled.
And dykes. There's a couple of dykes in there.
Like most of them didn't go to college. They don't have other skills. It's not like they can just become like a coder, right? They don't have skills in other aspects. That will be the end of our country. There will be a revolution.
They'll be responsible for repairing all the holes in the partitions.
That's something that's coming in this country. It's on its way. It's already halfway here. And no one in government is preparing for it, talking about it.
There'll be more homeless.
That's so, yeah. There's going to be a revolution. 3 million men unemployed without a job.
And dykes.
They'll revolt. And it'll be like, I don't know. That's such a scary thought. And that's going to happen. It's not like if this will happen. It's when. You don't think big trucking companies will do self-driving trucks rather than
I don't know.
a person behind it? I feel like there's even less liability.
I don't know.
A human is like, these companies have to be liable for their drivers. They have to pay them all these wages.
How are they driving across from fucking Colorado to New Jersey?
You get on I-10 and you take it the entire way. It's one road.
No, you have lights, turn.
Not on the highways.
Okay, it has to stop.
If you take 95,
it has to do with the braking.
Right, but Dad, have you ever driven in a Tesla that can change? They change lanes. They can brake. You can drive in a Tesla for 8 hours. It'll drive for you, no problem.
I wouldn't rely on it
now, but in 10 years, why wouldn't you? That's
I'll worry about it in 10 years.
No, but that's not the. We can't worry. We have to. It's just what I'm saying is our government is so
short-sighted.
Yeah, and it's a bunch of old people who don't know what's coming.
That's true. It's too many old people.
Yeah, we need 30-year-olds who have engineering degrees and can be like, this is what's going to happen.
Then put them on the board. I don't want 30-year-olds in fucking office.
We really shouldn't have anyone in office. It should just be everyone voting for all our shit.
But we talked about that. It's never happening. From a procedural standpoint, it'll take. You think getting something passed?
No, it'll be way quicker because it's either yes or no. It's no deliberating. It's no deal making.
And who's going to monitor it?
If you got a notification on your phone, Bill C-18, vote in 2 hours. You can read up on what the bill is. Okay, this is to give $30 million to my local school, and then you can click yes or no. And when it comes time, 2 hours, you have 30-minute. You have a 30-minute voting window opens now, and everyone in the country who wants to vote can go in and vote.
With the stars.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's a direct democracy.
It might not.
And everyone says, "Oh, but it'll just be hacked." Our shit's already hacked. And we voted on paper for Biden Trump, and everyone was like, the machines were hacked.
It's not unrealistic. That might end up happening in the future.
Of course, it should. And then we have a say, and it's a direct democracy, and we vote on every single thing. And then other people will say, "Oh, but I don't want to be bothered with every single thing." Then don't vote on that
opt
one.
out.
Yeah, just don't.
Or what if you don't have a cell phone? Everyone has an email address,
and that would just become part of.
Everyone has an email address.
If we shifted over to that form of government, part of the services of the government would be to provide everyone with an accessible way to participate in the voting. So, i.e., give everyone cell phones.
No,
Cell phones
that
cost
you-
$0
No,
nowadays.
why? No, just like if you have to go vote in person.
Yeah.
you have
Or
to go to you have to go to an internet.
If
and
you
vote.
if you don't have your phone that you can vote on,
You
you can
log
go to the
in.
local center
And you log
you
in.
can go in and
Right.
vote. That's a direct democracy. We live in a representative democracy, which means not a democracy because it's 300 people. No, we have 587 plus 100. 687 people are making the votes. So we live in a democracy for 687 people. The rest of us just have to hopefully agree with what they decide.
It's the problem.
If all 338
They're all
million,
old.
yeah,
Religious, crotchety people have no fucking clue.
yep. I mean, it really, the idea can work at scale, but it's much better for local. Like imagine Boca Raton, you voted on your phone for everything, and you don't have to have your mayor, you don't have to have city council. You voted all the shit directly. You voted, I voted on my phone every day. There were things being voted on. If it bored me, I didn't need to vote. But like that park to the side, right?
Stupid.
So in Boca, where we live, at the end of our street, the beautiful waterfront property, amazing.
Should be a Houston's restaurant.
Could have been anything. An amazing waterfront plot of land.
Gorgeous.
The city...
Leave one side a park, leave the other one
Yeah,
right.
true. They built on both sides of the bridge. The city decided to make it just a park. Not a big park. There's nothing in there, too. It's a walking
With
path.
bathrooms, right? So it's going to be vagrants are going to
Yes.
use it, 100%.
We didn't have a say in that. The government just decided that. Imagine
No,
if we
that's
could
not
have...
true. We voted, and the way here's the problem.
But they
No,
decide
listen,
based on what they
no,
think.
No, listen. They worded it in like this double negative.
I hate when they fucking do that.
That you thought you were voting for it to be a
Yes.
restaurant.
Yep.
And everybody I spoke to said, no, I voted against it. Whatever. Like, but the way they worded
Right.
it was, it was such
I hate
scam.
that shit.
I agree because no one I know thinks it should be a park.
No.
It should be a drive your boat up to a restaurant.
Yeah.
It'd be
and
golden.
the city could have made money that way then, too. It's a win-win for everyone.
Do
It would have been a service
do you
to
know,
us.
Do you know in the end of Palmetto and A1A, you make a right, and right on the ocean is
the firehouse.
Yeah, okay.
Guys, listening, beachfront property.
No, you're talking the lot would probably sell for about $25 million.
Yeah.
And it would probably
all in the sand.
It probably would bring about $500,000 in real estate taxes alone. Just in taxes.
It's a firehouse. A firehouse.
No, we're doing
And it's a beautiful.
Wait.
I would live in that house.
Wait.
It's a mansion.
I'm talking directly on the sand.
Yes, literally on the same.
So the lot, I'm telling you, as a real estate lawyer, would go for $25 million, and would bring in Actually, it would bring more than $500,000 in taxes because once you built the home, it'd be worth $40 million. Ronnie, probably remember.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
Yes, it's shocking. But that's government. That's government.
That makes no sense why that's there. I've always never liked that. I remember I was here when they were building it.
It makes no sense. Why'd they also have to build it so nice? It
No.
looks like a mansion.
Why don't they build it on Dixie? It's 2 blocks.
Yeah.
Dixie.
We have the one Glades and Federal right here. There's the one on the corner.
We have the one in Glades and
Glades
Federal.
and Federal.
That's
There's a
close
huge
enough.
one. It takes up the whole corner.
And that's okay with that one.
Yeah.
That one's nice and looks good.
And that's in a great location, central, right off the highway. Great
Perfect.
location.
No, perfect. I mean, you're right.
On a very commercialized street.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, but on the beach, there's nothing else around there either. I mean, I guess they have to strategically place them geographically so that you can, like, anyone's within a 10-minute drive from a fire hydrant
Makes no
or a
sense.
firehouse.
Makes no sense.
I don't know. Yeah, it's government's stupid. Direct democracy is what we need. Very hard to work at on a large scale because then the problem with a direct democracy is 51% of the vote wins, but then that means 49% of the country completely
It's
disagrees.
miserable.
I don't want to live in a country like that. I don't want to live in a place.
We have that now.
I know, but that's not a way to
It's
live.
not good. It's not good. I agree.
I want to live in a place where it's like I'm for everything I'm doing. Shouldn't I be able to?
But that doesn't.
As like
That's not realistic. This
At least let
ideology
me-
is not going to work.
But it will if you let people of like-mindedness be in their own countries.
Or be in their own
If you-
cities or whatever.
If you let Florida govern itself differently than Hawaii, Florida, we have no
I
COVID
get it.
restrictions. Hawaii, you literally have to take a COVID test before landing in the state.
Okay.
We're in the same country. That shouldn't be.
I get it, but I'm
Because we
saying,
completely disagree with them.
Even in a state, you can have different views of different people.
Yeah,
That's just
totally.
the way it is.
That's why, I mean, I've said
in a
this time.
family, we're a family of 5. We have different views.
I know.
I'm right, and everyone else is wrong.
Yeah. I guess when you live in a society, you just have to accept that. It's called compromise, I guess, is what it's called.
Isn't life?
Yeah.
Business, marriage, raising a family, everything's compromised.
But that's so sad. I want to live in a life where I want to
It's
do
not so sad,
I
but-
want to do
but-
what I can do, whatever I want to do.
I get it, but don't you also want to, you can learn from people, you can have conversations,
Yeah.
debates, people can grow, change. You don't want everyone exactly like
No,
yourself.
totally not. And I think that one of the beautiful things of our government before the last 7 years, when everything became so polarized, was that we did have people who were on different ideological spectrums. So that
I think it was more than 7 years. I think ever since the whole, I think it started, in my opinion.
Obama.
I think,
Obama, and then Trump really ran.
I think it was Bush, Obama.
But even back with Bush, if someone like hated Bush, they were just like, oh, I hate Bush. But it wasn't like, you're my enemy now.
I'm saying when Bush was running, didn't Obama beat Bush?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I think it
No,
started.
Bush ran for 2 terms. So
He got 2 terms,
Obama
right.
beat Romney first time.
Right, correct. I think it started with Obama, and they got worse with Hillary.
Yeah, and Trump really ramped it.
And Trump ramped it up, yeah.
And now we're in a whole different country. But back
That's
then,
true.
Back
That's
then
true.
it was great. Like in 2002, it was beneficial to have people who were really liberal and people who were really conservative,
no
because
one
then you
hated-
met in the middle.
No one hated each
That's
other.
what like
it's such
like
anger and
you
venom.
needed the liberal. You need liberals in a country to progress us forward, right? As a country, you always want to be evolving and getting better and becoming a better version of yourself. And liberals do that. Hence, we call them progressives, because they progress things
No,
ahead.
they're not.
I know, but like, you need someone to be constantly questioning what we're doing and offering up solutions. And then you also need someone to put the brakes on that person and say, whoa, 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 whoa. That's a little too far. And then those two people meet in the middle. And that's what
True, but that's
ideally
we don't have that now.
But 10 years ago, that is what it was. And that's why the country kind of plugged along at a good pace, because you had the hippie liberals in the 60s, 70s, and 80s trying to do all this crazy stuff. And then you had the conservative Republicans being like, let's be careful here with our money. Let's be a little conservative with our money. And then in the middle of that was the middle ground, and it worked. Now, there's no such thing as a middle ground.
It's just left and right.
Yeah,
Right. It's sad.
Yeah. So I agree with you. Living in a monoculture where everyone thinks like you and is the same as you is not good. I don't want to live in that world.
Thank you, Bronny Boo.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. We doing a fatherly advice for this one?
I had so many other things I wanted to talk about, didn't get to them.
What do you want to talk about?
No, we can save
What's
it.
another one?
They weren't even political things. Although we can watch this. This is like a video we can just watch real quick.
Okay.
So it's a TikTok. It's a video of a TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And we can just react.
It's a TikTok video, not a video of a TikTok.
Yes. Yeah,
Let me see. Make it bigger for me. You know me.
So the thing is, it goes really fast. So you're going to have to watch it.
But I can't see it.
I know. I'm fixing it. You're going to have to...
Reason to give up weight loss.
Yeah. So it's a TikTok. For those listening,
I want to lose weight.
It's going to go really fast. So you're going to miss it, and then we'll say it again. So it's this girl who's not skinny.
Yeah, but not heavy.
No.
Just
we also can only see her face. And it says...
It's a little round.
It says reasons to give up weight loss. Meaning reasons to keep your weight on.
Right, and her shirt says cute something.
Cute butt, maybe, right?
Well,
cute butt something.
She's far from cute.
Just ready. Get ready, because it moves really fast. She gives a lot of reasons to give up weight loss.
Yeah. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43.
Okay.
Oh my God, wasted time.
Did you see? I'm going to go back and I'll read the reason she gives. I'll probably have to replace that music so we don't get demonetized. I'll read you what these are her
Can you do
reasons
it slow?
to give up
Is there a way
weight
to go
loss.
slow or
No,
no?
I'll just pause it. So I'll pause it.
Let's stop.
There's so many. Okay, so here she goes, it won't work. It's boring. It zaps energy. It weakens your immune system. Digestion issues, sleep problems, depression, anxiety, mood swings, weight cycling, disordered eating,
Now stop.
slows healing.
Now, isn't that
These are the
everything-
easy ones. It gets crazy.
Isn't that everything when
that
you are heavy?
fat gives you? Yeah.
When you are heavy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, then it gets real. Those are all okay, fine. Then it gets crazy.
12, 13,
Joy killer,
14, 15,
puritanical, patriarchal.
Yeah.
Patriarchal. So
Yeah.
saying losing weight
Yeah.
is part of the
She's an
patriarchy.
idiot.
Fat, and then she says fat is not bad.
17, 18,
Obesity paradox.
I don't know what that even means.
Me neither.
19,
BMI is bullshit.
That's such a...
Body fat percentage is bullshit.
Sure.
20,
Body fascism.
Okay, that's a new label.
Literally have no idea what that
All right,
means.
go on. Yep.
21,
Weight stigma.
Okay.
That
yeah,
one is
yeah.
that one makes sense.
Yeah, you're fat.
Yeah.
22,
ableism. You know what ableism is?
No.
It's like, racism is like hatred for different race. Ableism is saying like people who aren't able-bodied, so like people who are in a wheelchair, people who have a disability,
No one's saying that.
are like lower than us. That's
Okay.
That's a thing.
I
on the
don't
left.
think anyone's really saying that anyone
No.
that's handicapped is lower than us.
No one has ever even thinks of
never
the word
even heard of
ableism.
that. I
But
never-
that's like a trendy thing on the left.
No, that's
racism,
just another
sexism,
thing.
ableism. It's an ism.
I've never heard anybody
Yeah.
look at anyone that's handicapped and they think they're beneath you.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
There's sexism,
And I've
racism.
heard a lot of shit, and I'm pretty much a fucking in your face kind of guy. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, an ableist is saying like,
I think that's the stupid.
or like if you don't have, if your like house isn't set up for someone who's in a wheelchair, they'll be like, you're such an ableist piece of shit kind of thing. Because
okay,
you don't
well,
consider.
you're a moron.
I know. That's
Not
the thing.
you. That right.
So look, she keeps going. Let's see. Conforming to bigotry, denial of needs, denial of biology, denial of statistics, denial of intuition, chronically hangry. It's shallow. It won't make you happy. It's a distraction. Live your life now. Here's the best one. Health benefits of fat.
Like to know
Hilarious.
what any of them are.
Fat bodies are beautiful. And then she said, we aren't put on earth to pay bills and lose weight.
Okay,
How hilarious is that
Are
video?
you able to find this person
I don't
and
know.
respond to her and ask her to explain every one of her answers? Dumb
I mean,
fuck.
her TikTok is Moon's, what does that say? Moon Sprout Studios. Moon Sprout Studios.
Idiot.
I just saw that today and I was like, oh my God.
She's pathetic. How much you got an egg roll there?
No, this is a different. Moon Sprout Studios. Let's see. Cool. Internet's not working.
I don't get people.
Here she is. Her name's Kate.
Let me see. Okay, yeah, she's heavy. Let me see. Was that all food?
This is clean my desk with me. No.
Okay,
it's
she's
just-
got a problem.
Why? That's like art stuff. Oh, she had 4 mugs, like 4.
Oh.
Actually, I don't know. The desk is a little gross. She said,
Little gross. Why is she
"What's
wearing lipstick?
Dolly Wop? Why is she wearing lipstick? What do you mean?"
Isn't that too much time takes to do that? Live your life. Stop paying bills.
I mean, she's definitely odd.
She's got issues. No, she's got
Yeah.
issues, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's sad.
I just saw that and I was like, imagine
I don't know.
being in that denial.
I feel bad for her.
Yeah,
Don't you? It's like she's not old.
she's 28.
Yeah,
Her-
I
her
feel
thing
bad
said.
for her. Oh, yeah. That's sad. Let's move on. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do a follow-up
wanna,
advice.
I could rip her a new one,
I know.
you catch me at a compassionate moment. I feel bad for the chick.
Good for you.
Yeah, that's my
You're
growth.
changing.
No, I'm not changing. It's
Growing.
growing. Wow, it's a big one.
Oh my God, it is.
Oh my God, that's an hour to read.
Oh wait, I wrote number 5, but then I deleted one. So I guess number 5 became number 4 or number 3. Yeah, number 4. Okay. This is from Dylan. What's up, Dylan? Yo, Jon and Bron. That's how he starts it. Fucking love the podcast, and I've been listening to you guys religiously since I came across you on TikTok a little over a year ago. Curious to get some fatherly advice. I recently moved to South Florida, West Palm Beach. Welcome.
Welcome.
On November 1st because I was offered a huge career opportunity that I've been working towards for the past 5 years. I'm originally from Pittsburgh, but now love Florida. Here's my dilemma. My girlfriend is back in Pittsburgh and recently changed her mind about moving down with me. She's in school and originally planned on coming down in January when her semester was over. As of yesterday, she no longer wants to move down here and says she doesn't like Florida. How could you not, right? LOL. Okay. She's leaning towards breaking it off because she feels alone without me being in Pittsburgh with her. I've been taking 10 day trips home monthly since I moved and plan on going back for the holidays. Months ago when this opportunity came to me, we talked about it and decided that I would move down first and get settled into the new job, and then she would come down and we'd buy a house together. I'm making 2 to 3 times more income in Florida than I ever could in Pittsburgh. I love my job, love Florida, plus DeSantis and the economy are great. I'm torn between giving up this new life and going back to Pittsburgh to be with her, or do I stay here and more than likely lose her, the girl I plan on proposing to on a beach in Boca when she came down here. She's my best friend, and honestly, we get along so well and just have such a deep connection with each other, like we've known each other our whole lives. We've been together for almost a year. And have lived together the whole time in Pittsburgh. Been through some crazy life stuff together and have always had each other's back. I wanted to reach out to you guys because I find you both would have very knowledgeable advice. I'm 24 and she's 21. I was in the Army and she's currently in the National Guard. Her main factor about moving down here is that she'll be away from her family, and if we had kids, her family would not be a part of their life. I told her we would fly whenever she wants to. I can't imagine living my life without her, but I also know this career path in Florida is huge for my own future. I'm okay with living down here and flying back once a month to be with her, but every time I leave, she says she feels so alone and depressed, and it takes a toll on her. That's really affecting her mentally and emotionally. She's told me that this is my fault for leaving and that she'd never make a decision that would hurt me like this, like how I hurt her, but she's been so supportive the whole time, in which she also mentioned that she was just trying to be a supportive girlfriend. She's very unhappy when I am not around and said she feels happy and normal when I'm back with her, but just is the complete opposite when I'm down in Florida. I'm not sure what to do. Do I choose my relationship or my career? Sounds simple and easy looking from an outside perspective, obviously the career, but fuck, do I love her? And I'm not ready to throw away everything we have. Thanks, guys. You're the best.
Okay.
So he said it. He gave himself an answer.
I want to hear what you have to say.
Okay, my initial, I'm just thinking off the cuff.
Don't think off the cuff. Think about it if you were...
Well, I'm going to think out loud and I'll develop to it.
If you were giving your brother advice.
If I was giving my brother advice, that's a good example. If my brother was dating a girl for a year and had already made a move to get an amazing job that he loves and he's very happy in his new life, and he's only been dating this girl a year, even if he said he loved her, and
what if she's the one? What if she's the one?
Bryce is 24, right? The same age as this guy. So I would say to him, look, you're young. You have this, you have to focus on your life right now. If this job is making you really happy, it's setting you up for an amazing future, and your life is happy. You love where you are. You have a great life. That's more important to you as a 24-year-old than a 21-year-old girl back in a place that you don't want to be, and you'd be making less money. That's what I would say to him. And then I would, if you said, but what if she's the one? Then I would say, then it would, if she was the one, then she'd understand.
Okay.
You guys are young. She can move down to Florida, and you guys can always move back to Pittsburgh later on. She's literally 21. It's not like she's going to leave her family forever and never see them. I lived away from my family from 21 to 25, and then I came back.
Right. So let me give you my advice on someone that moved to Florida.
Yes.
From New York, who left their family, my parents and my siblings, whatever, and started a career. And I'm also going to talk to you as a parent and as an adult. And I get it. And also being in love with my spouse and whatever. So first of all, I understand your dilemma very clearly. And I also feel and want you to acknowledge the fact that your girlfriend has valid...
It's 100% a dilemma.
Hear me out. Okay, so...
It's not easy.
It's not easy. But I will tell you this. This happened to me. Everyone that moves to Florida, for the most part, they don't like the first year or two. The one that wants to move likes it because they have their job set up. But the one that doesn't really want to go, like reluctantly or whatever.
Good point.
It takes a year or two. Everyone I spoke to deal with, even myself. It takes a year or two.
That's even normal. I remember my first 4 months, 5 months in LA. I did not like it. I had no friends. Correct. I didn't have my job. I didn't like it.
Correct. So I don't think there's any better place in Florida. I think my advice to you is the following. You are the man. You are probably going to be the breadwinner in the relationship.
And you're older than her. That's significant.
That's what I'm saying. And you're looking for your career. I think you need to tell her that you love her. But you need to focus on your career and tell her you want her to move down and try it. If after a year or so she doesn't like it, you'll talk about moving back. But I'm telling you, once she's here, she'll make her life. She'll do her thing. Because I would hate to see you move back to Pittsburgh, which is probably more depressing area, then you resent her. That's not healthy to be that ultimatum. You don't want to resent your spouse and be in that situation.
Would she resent him for dragging her down to Florida and away from her family?
I'll tell you the reason why I don't think she will. Because once she gets a life established here and she has friends and the weather and starts having kids here, she'll enjoy it. She'll find herself in the community and have a commonality and she'll like it.
I would imagine it's just a better life in Florida than it is in Pittsburgh and West Palm.
And you can always go back when you have kids and see her family. And most people end up here anyway, and they come here on vacation.
That's true.
So everyone that I know that has moved here, and everybody that I know has moved here, they were not born here other than my children, they all say the same thing. The only regret moving to Florida and it's what they all say, and I swear my life is the truth. The only regret moving to Florida is they should have done it sooner. They should have done it sooner. I think, Dylan, you need to stay where you are. It sounds like maybe way Bronson read it, I don't know, but it sounds like the words you're very happy here. You love it here.
And then look how many exclamations he put around Florida.
You're
he wrote
excited.
He wrote, but now fucking in all caps, love Florida.
Right. So you love it. You seem very happy in your job, very happy where you're at in your life. You're making 3 times the amount you're making. It's a better area. It's only a year. It's not like you left your wife with children at home. It's not like you're 35. It's not like
and they've only been dating for a year.
That's what I'm saying. Like you probably can't get any girl you want. I would probably stay where you are. Reassured. I wouldn't go back 10 times a month.
Yeah,
I would not
dude,
do
for real.
that. You need to give a reason to miss you and to make sure she's not breaking up with you so quickly. If she is, like Bron said, it wasn't meant
And also,
to be.
dude, she's 21. You're 24. She's 21.
She's
like
a baby.
she can survive without you. It's fine.
But she can survive without her parents too. She needs to
Totally. That's
devote
what I'm
her
saying.
time into her man. So I say, don't go up as often.
It sounds like she's a little too
that's okay.
codependent.
She
with
loves
him.
I get it. She's young and immature. But I think, Dylan, you need to not go as often. Tell her you love her. Have her come down. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Time will tell. I hope it works for you. I think she will like it in the long run. But you need to, I don't think you should give up your career at this point.
Yeah, I think that's the core thing. I think as a 24-year-old guy who is young and making good money and actually enjoys their career, that's a rare thing. That
And
you're
where
like
you live.
excited about your
And
career and
where
where
you
you
live.
live. I think that's the most important thing in your life at the moment. Being
You're
24.
not even engaged.
If you were 28, I'd say a different
It's not
story.
engaged, though.
Right. Like if he said, I'm a 30-year-old guy, I don't know, different story. You're 24. Focus on your life, your own individual life, and then the other things will come.
Dylan, if you said, I want to go into armed forces for 2 years. I love you, but I want to go into armed forces. She'd have to support you, I guess, right?
Yeah, and you'd be gone. You can't go back 10 times a month.
So isn't it something where you're saying, I want to build my career for our benefit of future?
He already was in the armed forces, by the way.
Okay, fair enough. I want you to support me, come with me, and support me.
Yep.
I see both sides, but I think
I do see both
I
sides.
think you need to make that decision. I think,
And regardless, it's shitty. Like that's so much stress.
I agree, but based on what I'm hearing and drawing my own conclusions, I think I'm 90% correct. The fact that you need to stay where you are.
Yeah, I mean the icing on the cake was that he even said it himself. He said, "Sounds simple, obviously the career, but fuck, I love her and not ready to." So like he's even aware that the right decision is the career. It's just the emotions are getting in the way.
I get it, love, but you're 24. There'll be many loves,
And you've been dating for a year, dude. She might be the one, but
then you'll know.
If she's the one,
she'll come back to you.
Exactly. If she's the one, then it will work out. If it doesn't work out, then she's not the one.
Right. And you're not choosing your career over her. You're choosing a life of future. Listen, I know people that leave countries to better their children's lives and leave
Oh my
family.
God,
behind.
yeah.
What do you mean? My grandparents did. They left
Plenty of
Poland,
people,
right?
yeah.
They all left to better their life. So if you're bettering your life in Pittsburgh, nothing against
And
Pittsburgh.
you're bettering your life includes her.
Right, come to fucking Florida.
You gotta explain it to her in that way. It's like, I'm doing this for us.
It's a 2-hour plane ride.
Look at what the life we're gonna have down here.
Right, 2-hour plane ride. Right.
Yeah. Make her do the plane ride. It's not you. You're the one working.
Yeah, I agree. So good luck, and Dylan, keep us posted, buddy. Seriously, we want to hear.
Dylan, you're down here in West Palm. DM us. We'll go grab a drink or something.
100%.
Yeah.
And then have you do it when your girlfriend comes in. We'll convince her to
We
stay.
will. We'll definitely
Yeah, we'll
convince
take
her.
care of it. Don't worry. We'll sell that for you. No problem, brother.
Yeah.
All right, Dylan, good luck. We're out of here. Bronny, I love you.
Love you
Everybody,
too.
thanks. And wait, don't forget, what do you want to tell them? Join the fucking Patreon.
Certainly.
So we had people join last week, right, from what we said.
People join every week.
Right, but I'm saying we need your support. Brian, now he's going to be unemployed.
Yeah, guys, this is my only job right now, which
Okay.
is crazy. So go join the Patreon, buy the fucking sweatshirts, do all the shit, because don't you love me? I'm going to throw the Jewish guilt on you.
No, but it's good. You love the fucking podcast.
Buy the Manscaped stuff.
Yep.
That
I
helps
agree.
us.
Yeah, so how do they get to those two things, Bronny?
Well, you can go to our website, daddyissuesthepodcast.com, and from there you can join the Patreon. You can buy all our merch.
True, but the Patreon, what is the
Patreon is patreon.com/daddyissuespod. For $5 a month, which is literally less than one shitty ass burnt Starbucks.
$1.25 a fucking
toilet
week,
water.
dude. $1.25. It's in your fucking.
You get a full
your
extra episode.
ashtray in your fucking car. That change.
Yeah, you get a full extra episode each week. It's a no-brainer.
No fucking brainer.
All right.
And if you join soon, in 2 days from now or 3 days from now, we have our monthly.
No, that already happened for last month.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. All right. Just
But
join,
you will
bitches.
get an extra episode of us in Italy, because the next time you'll see us, we'll be in Italy.
Word up. All right.
So if you want to see the Italian adventures of
Bron,
Johnny and
shut up, Bron,
Bron,
shut up. Love you. Bye, guys. You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me.
The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.